In this video, the good thing about being a real estate investor is I get to hang out with other real estate guys, movers and shakers in my area. And today I get the chance to hang out with Kareem and Julius, AKA the good guys. They are investors, builders, entrepreneurs, as well as developers. So I tracked them down here, right here in Norfolk, Virginia, Hampton Roads area. They're doing a new construction, and I want them to share with you what's their secret sauce. How did they get in the game? Where did they buy this piece of real estate here that we're going to? What they pay for it? What they're going to sell it for? How much did they build it? And further, what can they do to give you to get started on your first possibly deal or new construction flip? Let's do it. Okay, class, it's Chris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. So today I get to hang out with some true movers and shakers. I want to introduce them to you, Julius and Kareem. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, folks?
It is good to see y'all.
Good to be here with you, brother. Absolutely, man.
It's always good to meet progressive black men doing the thing, not posers. How many posers do I meet? People that want to get in the game, no disrespect, but people that are seasoned, been around and are doing this business just like they say they're doing it. Not only they understand the ups and downs and how hard it is to maintain.
Absolutely.
Julius, what brings us here today? Why would you even want to do something in it? First, let's talk about the neighborhood. Tell me about your gut feeling about the neighborhood.
Sure. Well, we're in Chesapeake. We're actually on the border of Chesapeake and Norfolk, right off of Campostella.
Give him a pan, Taylor.
Take a look. That's right there. What you're looking at right now is Campostella Boulevard. And just to the left, if you went over the bridge, you'd be deeper into Chesapeake. If you went to the right, we're heading towards Norfolk.
Cool, got it.
You know, as you look around, as you can see, the neighborhood consists of a lot of commercial development just right outside of this street where the neighborhood is. On the other side is a large library and aqua fitness center. So you've got commercial just on the opposite end of the street. So unfortunately, these neighbors of ours are sandwiched in between all of this commercial property. You know.
What does that mean? I love to say arrow up or arrow down. Which one is it,
well,
Julius?
In this particular situation, it's an arrow down, right? But the neighborhood is changing. Just a short while ago, we talked to some people that informed us that the landfill that's on the opposite side of the street is being taken out, and they're going to bring in some solar panels, which is going to provide a more energy efficient electrical grid for the neighborhood, which is great. So these things are changing, you know. And we look forward to all of these changes and advancements in energy efficiency. And that's one of the things that we love to provide to our projects when we build new construction homes. So,
okay, all right.
Yeah.
What brought you here? I mean, I'm looking at these properties. These aren't necessarily from my background necessarily. Let's just say desirable. Somewhere where I'm saying I want to live here. This is where I want to be. What makes you come here?
Well, did you want to take that one? Or okay. Well, this particular neighborhood, a lot of what we find is based off of value, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to look at how much we're purchasing a property for before we can really assess if it's the right project for us to jump into. Okay. So, we were fortunate enough to be able to get this particular property that we're going to show you in a few minutes. Okay. For a really good price.
Got it.
And then also, it's essential to us as developers to go into neighborhoods like this where the values are low and build houses to start bringing those values up. Mm-hmm. You know, if we don't do it, then the houses in the neighborhood and the values stay the same. So that was one of the driving factors in deciding on this particular piece of property.
So let's run the numbers. Your purchase price is what?
So we purchased this particular lot for $40,000.
All right. So was it a lot or was it a house on it?
Well, actually, there was a house on it. And if you just take a look at some of the neighboring houses, they're all one-story, cookie cutter properties that, so there was a house on this particular lot, and we demolished it.
Okay, so 40 purchase price, demo was how much?
We paid about $8,000 for the demolition, so you have 48.
Let's say 10. Well, we got closing cost. We got closing cost to buy, and demo. So you're in it for 50.
Sure.
That's with a clean slate, nothing there.
That's right.
How about infrastructure, which no one likes to talk about, water, sewer, and gas?
Oh yeah, yeah. So this particular property doesn't have gas, but water, sewer, tap fees that we have to pay to the city. Generally in Chesapeake, they're a little bit higher than some of the other cities. So here we wound up paying, I think it was $3,500 for our water and sewer taps, whereas opposed to in Norfolk, that would have probably been about $450 or $500.
So if you look down,
So
y'all, you
it's
can
a
see
major
they got the ground marked here. You can always tell when some new construction's coming in, they mark the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. We got it.
It's not always right. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It's a requirement. You know, we have to have it done so make sure we don't hit any, lines underneath the ground, gas lines, water lines. Yeah, Verizon, all that stuff. So, so we get all the markings done before we start any digging at all.
Gotcha. All right. So you're in this thing for 50 on the buy.
Yeah.
Tell me about why do you decide, what product do you decide to put here when obviously there's no comparisons on the street?
So generally we have a product that we use repeatedly, because one of the things that helps us with those numbers is knowing what we have. If we did a new house every time we built a house, we would never nail down our pricing, right? We would always be guessing at how much the house is going to cost to actually build, right?
How easy it'll sell.
How easy just
Right,
to sell
yeah,
to.
exactly. Yeah, we get a feel for what people are generally looking for and what they like, So
You narrowed it down to this particular model here.
narrow it down to a particular model that we can use successfully in any city.
Got it.
So we
Love
built this house in
Love it.
Norfolk, Portsmouth, Newport News, and
Wow.
Yeah. So Kareem can speak to that as well. I know he's a numbers guy, right? So,
Okay. Go ahead.
So, yeah.
Okay.
No, you good.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
so, yeah. So he likes.
Tell us
to
about the
do-
numbers. What is it going to cost to build this thing, Kareem?
Typically between something like this is going to run around 185 to 200, depending on all the other things. There's other things that factor in.
Fixtures,
Always.
exterior,
For unforeseen things you might run into, a shed in the back you got to tear down.
tear down. Gotcha.
Run into some lines under here, or anything that you might hit along the road. You
Got
know?
it,
So
got it.
you always factor in those unforeseen things. That's obviously.
Right.
But so you're
So 180
looking at,
roughly.
Let's just say 200, so you're in at 250.
What's the square footage on this one, Kareem?
Square footage of this house is 2,400 square feet.
What is that, including garage or excluding garage?
That is excluding the garage.
So we get 2,400 square feet,
That's all heated space.
heated living space plus.
Plus the garage is another 200 square feet.
So for my roundup homies that think that you're building based on the square footage of living space, educate them real quick regarding the cost, because you got to still pay for the garage too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there used to be this huge misconception that the garage space doesn't count. I don't know where that came from.
I don't
because,
either.
I mean, I guess the idea
Resolds
behind-
maybe because resold.
Probably so. I mean, but it generally their idea was that okay, well, it doesn't have plumbing in it, it doesn't have heating and
Heating in
AC
there.
in it, so it shouldn't count. Well, that's not true because it has a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got
Wood,
lumber,
sheetrock,
concrete, drywall,
roofing, decking.
electrical.
Yeah.
Exterior door.
Yeah,
Doors.
doors. So it matters. So
All right.
you have to count that and factor that in.
So 2,400 plus 200, that's 2,600.
Exactly. So we're at 2,600 square feet, and then again, based off of the model that you're building, you have to kind of price your build according to that. So you could be anywhere from, and these are honest numbers. I mean, you could be anywhere from $85 to $95 a square foot.
That's right.
Right.
As opposed to 5 years ago, just give them, I ask this. Square footage cost to build in 2018 versus 2023.
Oh man, huge difference.
Isn't it weird how it changed so quick?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. One of the big factors also was when COVID hit, right? So when COVID happened, prices of lumber shot through the roof. All these numbers went up, and the suppliers saw that the demand didn't stop.
Didn't change.
They still needed to produce these products. People were still buying them left and right, and so after COVID, the numbers went back down slowly,
Slightly.
but they kept them at a nice price point where they were still making more of a profit than they were before COVID,
Cool.
right?
Okay.
So all of these things play into the price of copper goes up continuously.
For electrical.
For
Metal,
electrical,
for central heating and air.
All the metals go up. All
Got
these
it.
plumbing materials have gone up. Heating and AC equipment has gone up. It used to be 14
Roofing.
SEER equipment, now it's 15 SEER equipment. So
Okay.
These numbers don't stop going up. So these are things that you have to pay attention to, and the reason why we like to kind of use the same model that we are used to, because we know those numbers.
You know exactly what you're getting into.
Yeah, you know those numbers.
And the subs went right along with all the lumber. You know, they follow suit. Like, so the
Absolutely.
With the price.
want more, the subcontractors want more. So
Yeah,
as they watch us, numbers go a little bit higher because the price of homes did increase.
that's true.
Everybody
That's
was
true.
watching, and everybody just said, okay, so these guys are making more money. We need to make more money.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is cool. Would you mind taking me inside and walking me around the property? And I'd like to know some details about this floor plan.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's take a look at it, man. Let's go check it out.
So as you go ahead.
We got a nice 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home here in Chesapeake, Virginia. The address is 728 Valines Avenue in Chesapeake. It's a really beautiful home. Like I said, we got 2,400 square feet of livable space, about 200 square feet for the garage.
How big is your garage door?
This garage door is a 12-foot garage door.
Okay.
So you got nice, easy access for all you people that can't drive, right? You know, you'll be able to get in fairly easily. And there's a little bit of construction going on, so
I'm good with that.
Everybody be careful. This is a work in progress, but it's
Tell me about the
work.
exterior. Why do you, these colors, this is the scheme y'all came up with, you always use it. Tell me about the colors and why do you use siding?
Okay. Well, we use vinyl siding primarily because of the price point, right? In some neighborhoods, you'll have to use, a more expensive product like hardy plank, or but we do use what's called a Dutch lap siding. So it gives the siding a little bit of dimension as opposed to like the old siding that was just straight and it wasn't. Yeah,
that's the old
yeah,
stuff
that's
right
the old stuff right there. There you go. Yeah, see the difference? We got a nice product right here. And then of course up in the gables, we'll use what's called a board and batten. So up there in those A's, you'll see a different type of siding, which is vertical siding. Which is really
sexy stuff, man.
That's right.
Man, it looks good.
Yeah,
That's what I got on my house.
Yeah, it gives the exterior a different look, so it's just not one thing all the way across the front.
So for my round up homies that don't understand building materials, I want to make sure you guys are the experts. My stomach hurts whenever I say 3-tab. Explain the difference and why builders are putting this stuff down. I see you're not doing it, but just kind of give them an overview for newbies.
Roofing materials, right? On this particular house, we use what's called architect shingles. These architect shingles give the roof a whole different dimension as opposed to the older style shingles, which were 3-tab shingles. And you'll be able to take a look across the street as you look at those roofs. And if you can zoom in a little bit there, you see how flat they are. They really don't have any dimension to them at all, right?
Extremely worn out.
Yeah.
It takes, these architectural shingles have a 75-year span usually. And I mean, it's just a whole different product versus what they used to use back in the days.
So all you builders out there, stop putting these 3-tabs on the house. It only costs, what is it, $4 more on a bag? How much more is it?
It's not that much more. Exactly. It depends on how much of them you buy, but
I'm just talking about
overall, it's worth it. Please get architect shingles.
Most construction requires it at this point now.
They do?
You can't get away with it.
I'm seeing some stuff in the last 20 years, Kareem. They pull up those.
20 years, but right now.
Oh, okay. Man, it makes. I'm like, why would they put this stuff on the house?
Yeah.
All
I tell you, yes.
We can walk on inside.
Let's do this.
It's a major difference, you know. So let's take a look inside.
You all right coming up here, Taylor?
We're gonna show you what we got going on here. Be careful, watch your step. Now, once we get done with the outside, as we come inside, you'll see we got a nice open floor plan.
What is this here?
This will be the living area. This will be the living room, great room. We obviously outfit every house with cable. We give them a nice, huge open space, so you have a lot of different options as to what you can do with your furniture and how you want to lay the house out.
So this is kind of like TV, living room set, couch, love seat.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm watching TV in here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
With the kitchen in the back.
All right. So what we got here?
As you leave from the living area, you enter into the kitchen. And the kitchen, we like the way that this is set up because if you're in the kitchen, we'll have an island right here. Okay. That'll allow you to be able to interact with all your guests, your family, as they're in the living room, or if they're in the dining area. you can see you have a great vantage point here from your island. Right?
This is
It'll be
bar
about
top.
Right, it'll be about a 9-foot island. That
Sweet.
So
Oh, man,
nice
it's gonna be
island.
big.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got a 10-foot, so that's gonna be huge.
Yeah, nice big island, pantry.
The kitchen.
Yep, and it's the kitchen. The kitchen layout is as follows. Your refrigerator will be here. You got some countertops and cabinets, your stove, which will have a microwave above it, and then, of course, a lazy Susan in the corner. As you come back around this way, your sink is right here by the window because, of course, you want to be looking out the window while you're washing dishes, right? So you'll be standing here at your sink, and you got your dishwasher to the right, and then your whole island is just open space for you to be able to sit and enjoy and have, have dinner and just have a great time with your family.
I'm walking on cement here, guys. Explain it to me. What's the difference between, well, why do you pick, as opposed to doing a full crawl, a full slab, you're using what this is, and you explain it to people that may not know?
Right. Well, as you stated, this is on a slab. We chose to do slabs for a couple of different reasons. One, for me, I like to be able to have a space where I don't have to worry about what's going on in the crawl space. Crawl spaces are notorious for moisture damage, termite damage. If you have a heating and AC system and your ductwork is in the crawl space, in 5 years, you're going to be replacing that ductwork. And it's just an area where, a lot of rodents can get in and cause a lot of damage in your crawl space. So we prefer to use slabs because the slab, you don't have any of those issues.
It's
right?
done.
Yeah.
But this is a raised slab, though, as opposed to just doing because your garage is still about 2 feet down.
Sure.
2.5
This
feet.
is a raised slab. And,
How about cost effectiveness regarding raised slab versus a crawl?
Well, cost, what do you think?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say, cost-wise, it's almost about the same. It was a lot worse during COVID when the prices of lumber went up.
Got it, yeah.
It was just more cost-effective to use a slab anyway.
There you go.
But, we just kept with that same mindset and continued doing slabs, and I've come to understand that it's just more beneficial overall to use a slab than it is a crawl space.
Way faster.
Yeah.
What's this over here?
So this will be the dining area. You got a really big dining area now. If you're like me, I don't use my dining room. the table is generally there for my papers and work and all that stuff. But
No doubt.
we do offer a formal area for dining for those that actually use it for such.
Cool. So I get to go out here from the kitchen. Am I getting a deck or porch? So what are you putting out here?
So what we got going on out here is I normally don't do wood decks unless the project calls for that type of thing. Here, what we'll do, because this is a spec home and we're building it to sell, it's more cost effective and faster for us to do a slab.
Got it.
So we'll do a concrete slab. What we'll have when you exit out this door is brick steps that'll lead down to a 14 by 14 concrete pad.
Sweet.
So people still have an outdoor space where they can sit down and enjoy, put their grills and
Which is
hang
not
out.
required. I mean, you could just put steps to the ground.
Right, exactly. You're not absolutely, beholden to putting a deck or a porch outside. You
Got it.
can
Half
just
bath
have
here, or
steps.
what's this here?
Half bath here. You got your
Got it.
toilet, and just so you know, in these houses, we do provide granite. So
Okay.
you'll have granite countertops throughout the entire house.
Sweet.
In the bathrooms as well. So this half bath will have a nice little
Cool.
cabinet with granite countertop. All right, here we go. Let's go upstairs, check out the second floor. Show you what we're working with.
These are temporary stairs.
Yeah.
Just up there so that people don't hurt themselves.
So we'll start over here to the left in one of the
I
smaller
like this
bedrooms.
spacious here, man.
Oh, yeah,
Good,
yeah,
so
nice.
I don't bump nothing when I'm bringing my furniture up.
Exactly, a nice big open hallway so that, like you said, you can get your furniture up easily. This is one of the smaller bedrooms, but obviously, as you can see,
Looks
it's
like
really
it's
not that small.
14, is this 14 feet?
Yeah, this is one of the kids' bedrooms.
It's big.
Probably right at that 13, 14.
Looks like it.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Yeah.
That's big. Y'all only got 12 foot in my house. Yeah, y'all ain't
You
good.
see over here we got walk-in closets, and generally in our walk-in closets, just to give them a little added flair, what we do is install automatic switches. So as soon as you walk in, the lights come on.
Oh,
we'll
man,
we'll
cool.
do that in the walk-in closets and in the bathrooms.
I like that.
Yeah, it just gives them a nice little
Cool.
feature that they won't find in most places. Don't be
Yeah.
stealing my ideas either.
What's this here?
Right here, you got your laundry room, which, I know Kareem agrees, the laundry rooms are better on the second floor.
Gotta have it on the second floor.
Yeah, so you don't have to be lugging your clothes up and down the stairs and all that stuff. And they got a nice big space to work in. And, put some shelves over here on the side to stock products and things like that.
Keep it convenient.
You don't need to see. That's a bedroom's a bedroom.
Okay.
All right,
Good,
bedroom.
good. Okay.
What we got here?
Right here, you got your hall bath, which offers 2 vanities. So you don't necessarily have to wait for somebody else to finish brushing your teeth. You can go over to the other one right here. So you got
I love it.
2 sinks here. And then, of course, as you walk through this threshold, you have your toilet here and your tub shower combination right here.
How do y'all get water in it?
We usually fill it up with water hoses from the neighbors, because we have to have pressure on the lines to get inspections done. So we'll generally get water from one of the neighbors. I usually have to pay them a couple
give them a
bucks,
couple
but
dollars,
they're
man.
fine with it. Yeah.
Before we leave this bathroom, guys,
You need more than a couple dollars.
you get a few dollars. Yeah. They go.
What was the question?
What is the on the tub surround? Using the one piece versus tile.
Okay.
What is y'all's mindset on that?
Good question.
And what is a one piece versus tile? So the people that don't know
Sure.
what it is.
Well, let's take a look. I'll show you this. So a lot of times, some builders will take in this particular bathroom, which is the hall bathroom, and just by the base. It doesn't come with the walls on it, right? You'll just have the base, and what
called
they'll do
surround.
is tile the walls from the top of the base all the way up. It's an added cost that's not necessary. That's one of the things that we've learned over the years of doing this, is that there are certain places where you have to try to cut costs, right? At the end of the day, you're in this to make a profit. So you don't want to expend too much financing on things that aren't really necessary. This one-piece tub, which includes the walls as well as the base, is just a more cost-effective way of doing this, you know. So yeah, I definitely recommend in the hall bathroom, where the kids are at generally, and they're gonna run through this thing like crazy anyway. They could care less if there's tile in it. You know, so yeah, exactly.
I think they might be happy to have a shower.
Oh yeah,
They
absolutely.
should be happy to have a shower.
Another bedroom here. Then you got a linen closet in the hallway. Let's go into the master bedroom.
Oh, linen closet. Yeah, don't forget that. You got to have a linen closet in the house.
Yeah, you got to have a linen closet, which is outside there. Now we're entering the master bedroom. This master bedroom features a vaulted ceiling. As you can see, it gives the room more height and makes you feel like you're in a really big space, which in this case is a big space anyway. It's a really nice size
Did you
master
start
bedroom.
with this, or did something that adapted over time?
No, so we started with this.
Okay.
We do different designs of the ceiling.
Tray
but
ceiling.
Absolutely,
different
we'll do
ones.
tray ceilings. As you'll
Different
see in this one, and if you want to point the camera up, we actually use a truss system in this
Yep.
house. We generally stick build it, but in this particular case, the person that we're building the house for preferred to use trusses, so that's why there's trusses in this house. Me, I don't necessarily like trusses because it doesn't give you enough storage space in the attic. You're limited as to how you can actually utilize your attic for storage.
You gotta
Right?
build a
Most of
bigger
us want to put our Christmas trees up there, or old clothes, or whatever it may be, and it makes it a little harder to do that when you have trusses like this.
Wow, I didn't think of that. How about speed, though, regarding getting it done faster? Is truss faster or stick build?
Slightly. I mean, most guys would rather do the truss versus the stick build.
Less work.
Yeah, but
Just stick it up.
not that you don't save that much time.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not really that much time, you know. So,
You guys done it more than me.
This is a.
It feels good, man.
Yeah, it looks really good. This bedroom features, obviously, you've got your cable again here, so you already got set up.
And that's his closet, I'm presuming.
Well,
That's a small
I'm sure he'll get half of that closet.
Okay, cool.
And then of course you have a walk-in closet here.
He'll get half. You're right, yeah.
He'll get a spare room closet.
Yeah. So you got a nice size walk-in closet there, and then which I'm
Got
sure will be hers, and then he'll get half of the other one. And then you got your master bathroom here, your ensuite, and of course in here we feature a linen closet for the lady and the gentleman of the house.
Lady of the house.
Yeah, well, the lady of the house,
Won't
right?
get nothing.
And then, of course, in here we have a stand-up shower. We don't generally put a bathtub in the master bathroom
Don't
because
use it.
most people don't use them.
I don't.
You know, I have a huge garden tub in my house, and nobody's ever sat in it.
You never started.
I mean, yeah, never. So, so we don't generally put tubs in the master
We don't either, yeah.
bedroom unless we have a buyer who wants to purchase the house prior to us finishing it.
Got it.
And then we'll make arrangements with them and,
Cool.
give them the cost difference. And they'll.
What's that big gap right there over the shower surround?
So here, this is where we're going to build in a niche. So you'll be able to put your soap and your shampoos and everything in here.
They love it.
It usually comes with a nice designer tile, which will be set aside from all the other tile that's going to be in here. So it's basically like a feature wall in the shower.
Sweet, sweet.
Yep. So that's going to be a nice area. And we
Okay.
can design these differently. We've done them different in different houses just to give it a little bit of flair and lets people see something different than what they're going to see in the other 10 houses that they're going to look at.
Got it.
Right? And of course, when we can, we like to feature a separate toilet area for the master bathroom. You know, that way, you don't have to be worried about what's going on in there while you're out here brushing your teeth, right?
There you go.
So we were able to do that here successfully, and that came out good. I love it.
So
Doing a
for
good job.
anybody that's new, what is the one thing? Just give us one thing, because we could talk all day. For new people that want to go get into flipping new constructions, what would you give them?
My thing would be get with the right people. It's more important when you're learning something to get with people.
Hold up with it.
Get with people that are going to actually tell you good information, that are going to give you the words and the wisdom of, like we said in the beginning, the good, the bad, the great, the negatives, the positives. They'll give you a little bit pieces of what you're really going to need to actually be successful.
Got it.
That's the biggest and most important thing.
So basically, the environment that you're in is going to make or break it.
So I say, fortunately and unfortunately for us, in the same breath, we've had the
You can come with this way. That light is in
opportunity
the back.
to, we've had the unfortunate opportunity to be screwed over in this business. I can't put it any more plainly than that. We've
That's
had,
just time.
we've lost money.
Not that many times, but
It happens.
got to go through those growing pains.
Adversity.
We went through a lot of growing pains, and unfortunately, it cost us a lot of time and money. But we learned some really valuable lessons in that, right? And this is one of the reasons why the Good Guys was formed. We want to push forward the things that we've learned and all those pitfalls that we fell into. We can tell you where those are, right? We know exactly where they are. We know how to avoid them. We didn't get that. We didn't have people around at the time that were willing to actually share that information with us.
In fact, was it opposite at that time? It's almost like people did not want to share the information with me.
It was just a bunch of shiesty people, man. It just really were out for themselves.
From other investors to inspectors to a city of employees.
Yeah.
It's just all the way around.
Okay,
So
well, the
it
Good
really,
Guys.
it worked out. It worked out in our advantage. Now we've got everybody that we deal with is above board.
Good.
They all understand what we expect. We know what they expect. So it works. It moves like clockwork. This house in particular, just to give you an example, we started this house 3 weeks ago.
Holy cow!
And
You already roughed in.
From 3 weeks with nothing on the ground
Already dry.
to us
Dried
standing
in.
inside of this
Dried in,
building. You don't get to do that your first time out of the gate, right? But if you are able to associate yourself with
Plug
and
in.
link with guys like us, we're going to give you the real deal, and you'll be able to do it the way that we do it.
Faster.
We want to pass
Speed.
it down so that we're all gaining success in this business. We're not greedy guys. We've attained a lot doing what we're doing. We're happy with what we're doing. I love waking up every day doing this job. This is, it's exciting to me. So, we want it to be exciting for everybody, man.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Just get with the right people, please.
All right. So listen, you're going to see a lot more from the Good Guys on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed, like the content, and share with somebody else that's thinking about not only investing in real estate, but doing new construction and development. It ain't no joke. It ain't for everybody, man. But if you get the right guys like them, you can plug in and kind of ride along with them and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I did this. I saw this came up. This happened. I got these drawings.
Right.
So much faster.
We also do rehabs too now.
Renovations too?
Yes.
All right. See you later, guys.
Thanks, guys.